Manifesting Charlotte. Welcome manifestors. Today I'm going to be teaching you how I manifested my dream friendship, who you can actually feel so secured and loved by. This is the perfect manifestation video for you. The thing you need is a piece of paper and a pen. This is the exact method I did to manifest my dream friends. So before we actually get into the technique, something that I always talk about, you need to understand the mindset to manifest, the welcoming these beautiful, amazing friendships coming into your place. So a bit of a backstory. A few years ago, I had a very toxic friendships. But because at the time I was actually a people pleaser, that was my old version of myself. And like I always say, we actually attract the kind of friendships, relationships, jobs, money, etc. based on how much we love ourselves and based on what our subconscious mind believes to be true. So when I was in that toxic friendship with her, it was because I had a very harmful view of myself. The step I need you to do in order to welcoming these dream friendships, clean up the dust. Okay, so what I mean by that is, if you're trying to manifest your dream friendship or dream relationship, with your dream friendships for starters, you need to release anyone who does not align. I know has always continuously helped me manifest anything I wanted was this number one word: trust. You can trust the universe that the universe is gonna literally handcraft and give you the best friendships ever. Then you have to be willing to let go of anyone who's draining you, anyone who's just messing you about. Literally block them, okay? And sometimes some people aren't even worth a reason why, so block them. You have to think of it as you have to almost prove the universe, aka yourself, that that you trust, right? That you trust that you are willing to deserve more. And the question that I kept asking myself, when I was very hesitant to remove this toxic friend, was, has the universe got my back? And I can safely say the universe does have your back, but it's only when you have your back. You're gonna open up your notebook, and I will, on my Instagram at Manifesting Charlotte, make sure you follow me there. But I do actually have an image of the old letter, okay? But I can literally tell you word for word what I wrote. So this is exactly how you're gonna start it, okay? So you're gonna start: Dear Universe or God, I am so happy and grateful that I have now manifested my dream friends. I remember I really was trying to manifest friends who was very supportive, who's very artistic. And so I remember writing down, dear God, dear universe / God, I'm so happy and grateful now that I've manifested friends who have colorful hair. I literally wrote this down, guys. I wrote down I'm so grateful and happy that I have friends who have colorful hair, who have tattoos, who and it was the most random characteristics. And the reason why it was generally because my other toxic friends, they were very much the opposite, right? And I was just ready and willing to become the best version of myself and to meet friends who were just so expressive, self-expressive, because at the time I was really struggling with that, and I really wanted to manifest friends like that. Anyway, so guys, when I say you can be specific, be goddamn specific. Okay, so this is so what I actually wrote was, I actually wrote some of the physical characteristics about them. Okay, be as specific as you want. If you want to be friends with fashion designers, do it. If you want to be friends with boss business owners, write that down. I've also done that recently, and I've also become friends with a lot of CEOs and women CEOs and business owners, so amazing. You two don't need to write, maybe you don't know what you want them to look like, but I'm just telling you that I did this to almost make you guys realize that holy crap, you can actually manifest anybody or anything you want. I also wrote down something amazing. I also wrote down whenever it was my birthday, that would have my own picnic, and it started raining and we was dancing in the rain. At the time, I was not super attached. I was not oh my god, this needs to happen. I was just oh, that'd be nice if it happened. Anyway, fast forward, I met those exact friends. My intuition told me it would be them. They came up to me, we instantly made friends, and on my birthday we was dancing in the rain. By the way, for my birthday we had a picnic, and it randomly started raining, and they started dancing in the rain. Guys, I manifested the exact scenario. How I manifested friends that were the exact archetype to exactly what I wrote down, and then on my birthday, we had a picnic. We planned that out, right? By the way, when I had that picnic, I totally forgot about that, what I wrote down. However, it started raining. Did I like, can you control that? Nope. But it started raining on my birthday, and they were the ones who started dancing, and that is exactly what I wrote down in my notebook. I'm so happy and grateful. I've manifested my dream friends, you know, and this is something that you need to do. This is something that I teach inside my Master Manifestor membership. I recommend everyone become a member. If you are confused about manifestation and you just want manifestation to be so effortless, you want it to be fun again, right? You want to get that like passionate like nature back where like you could write something down and it will happen like that. You should really join my manifestation membership, which would be the first link in the description. So many men and women are joining, and it is one of the most powerful memberships I've created. We've got inside manifesting about money, love, friends, dream body, dream opportunities. Something that I don't teach online is only in here. So be a part of the community and also chat with people exactly like you, who think like you, who act like you, who also have the same passions and desires. You get in your own supportive community in my link in bio to become the master manifestor and manifest your best 2025. I now have manifest my dream friends, and this is something you need to write down. I wrote down, I feel adored by them. I feel secure. Oh, I also remember this. I remember writing down that my friends constantly reassure me, that they say that they love me, right? And this was something that I had never experienced before my past friendships. But when I manifested these group of friends, like guys all the time, they were literally constantly like, I love you, Charlotte, like, you know, you're the best. And guys, they were repeating the affirmations that I'd always wanted. Okay, so you can do the exact same. If you want people to view you a different way, do this, okay? So I write that down, all things, and I just imagined it almost a little bit like it was a fairy tale, but as if like, you know what, universe, you can make it happen and I trust you. And I just remember writing down how amazing and how limitless and how free I would feel, you know, if this were to happen. And I wrote down as if it already happened. I literally was in this zone state. So my feelings, and I just wrote down, I feel so secure, I feel so loved. You know, they always reassure me. And I also, here's another thing, I also wrote down like things that they would normally say to me, right? Certain nicknames that I'd never told anyone, and they started calling me without me asking, guys, okay? So you can do the exact thing too, and I would need you guys to do this, okay? Because I truly think what I'm teaching you, so that's the method, that's everything you need to do. Oh, actually, before I get into that, and then what I did after that was I ripped that out, and so it was basically it was full of gratitude about how grateful I am that the universe has granted me my desire, and I felt so much love, you know, as if it didn't even need to happen, because right then I just felt so much love, you know what I mean? And I wrote that paper out, and then I closed it up and I put it in a jar. Now, by the way, you don't have to do any of this. It was just at that time that I thought, you know, 4 years ago, I thought I'd put stuff in a jar. Guys, you do not need to do that. But you can rip the paper out, you can put it somewhere safe, or just keep it in your notebook. I just like to have like the little bit of magic touch. And I remember going to sleep, and a few weeks later, I had this opportunity come up, and I visited the opportunity, and I saw a group of women my age, lots of people, but I specifically noticed these women because they had colourful hair, and I was thinking in my head like, wow, like that'd be so cool if I was friends with them, right? Didn't think much of it, but I wonder, oh, you know, is that them? But I did not, here's another thing, I didn't try to force it, okay? I said in my head on that day, if this is them, universe, you will make them come to me. I'll sit there, and boom, they were sitting right next to me, and ever since then, I've been friends with them. Guys, ever since then, and we've been friends like 3 years now. So yeah, the power of manifestation is real. To love yourself a bit more, you will attract the money, the love, everything you want, because when you are on this love frequency, you just become a magnet. And it's like what happened to me, and I get, you know, feedback, success stories all the time from women and men, you know, who've tried this technique because maybe at the time they felt lonely or they wasn't in the best friendships, like even in 40s, because sometimes, you know, friends fall off and all that stuff, and they manifest their dream friendships. And so yeah, this is my testimonial. And the last thing is, what I'm talking about will save someone's life because it saved mine. Okay, I had got myself out of a very mentally abusive friendship because of doing this method, because I trusted that there was better. And I'm talking to you, there is better. You can do it. You can join Mass Manifestors Workshop and be part of a community. Be part of the manifestors who are manifesting stuff like this, relationships, more money all the time, and you can talk amongst and enjoy the love. Express yourself in the workshop down below, or you can book a coaching call one-to-one with me for any manifestation help. Link in my bio. Make sure you subscribe and comment. You can even try you know, writing the letter in the comments, and I'll try to reply and see if that's perfect. But I love all of you.